Hey, what's going on everybody? So Untitled Darkness is an indie game from 8-Bit Pixel Games and it just released a few days ago for Xbox. The game follows a character who is dealing with depression and has found themselves in this sort of dark pit representing the powerlessness and the darkness that has come upon him, and he walks through this place reflecting on various moments in his life that got him to this point while also trying to find a way to escape. This is a heavy game, obviously, in terms of the subject matter. The description for this in the Microsoft Store is Untitled Darkness is a short game that deals with depression, and that's a very apt description for it. This game in total took me just under 20 minutes to complete. There are two different endings that you can get, so there is a reason to play through it a second time, but even then you're looking at less than an hour to get the full experience from it. But to be fair, this game is also only going for $3.99 and it's also 20% off for the next few days, so I feel like that's a completely fair price for this. Unfortunately though, this wasn't a game that I necessarily enjoyed too much, so let's get into that a little bit. As I said, this tackles a pretty heavy topic and one that many people deal with, and gladly I don't think that this game ever makes light of that. You can feel the care that was put into this, and there are clearly very good intentions behind it. I just personally didn't find it very engaging to play through. The character you're playing as kind of has this Slender Man look to him, and he walks in a very slow manner in this unknown dark place, and he reflects back on a good memory and a bad memory from his life. I really did like this memory aspect to it. There are these quick lines of dialogue that you read on screen from different people in his life from those moments that he's thinking back on, and also a sequence of like how he felt after reflecting on the bad memory. And it might have been a really quick sequence, but I did feel the emotions that he was feeling during those times. The part I didn't like as much, however, is that aside from those memories, the rest of the game is you just walking back and forth from one room to another, just over and over again, and they tried to give a reason for that with these small moments when he would walk through previous rooms and memories that he already went through, but it just felt like a way to make the game longer, which I guess was needed because without that, it might have been like a 10-minute game. I have to say though, my favorite thing by far in this were the visuals. It has the sort of look you might see in an indie horror game, and that's exactly what I was expecting actually when I saw the cover for this, but that visual style really did work great for this story that was being told here. I obviously would have also preferred that the game was a little bit longer, but as I've said a few times in my reviews before, I have no idea how much time and effort goes into making a game, so even a super short one like this must have taken such a long time to do, and I'm in no way ever going to bash the developers for making a game that they believe in and wanted to make for the right reasons, which I do think is the case here because that's such a difficult thing to do, and I have nothing but respect for that. And I normally wouldn't have even reviewed this, but I've noticed with a few of these very small indie games lately that there's no reviews for them at all on YouTube, and it's not like this video will help them out in any drastic way, but I do like to try and get the word out whenever I can on games like this, just in case like even one person might be interested in it and wouldn't have known about it otherwise. One last thing I want to mention though before ending this is that I really wish that this game had a better payoff. There are two different endings and I felt like both of them were pretty lackluster. If the ending had given me the kind of punch that I was hoping for, I might have overlooked those walking parts of the game that I really didn't like because it would have felt like you were doing them for a reason, like it would have been worth it, but I didn't feel anything with either of the endings. And one other thing I feel like I should definitely say here because of what this game is about, and from seeing some of the reviews on Xbox, is that some people might relate to this or connect to it depending on the personal situations that you've dealt with in your life. I have dealt with many things in my life that I would consider to be dark, but depression has never been one of them, so maybe I'm not the best person to be talking about this, but I still wanted to make this review just in the off chance that no one else ever does, and again, hopefully one of you might take something from this, and if in any chance like I could help out this game and the developers at all, that would make it more than worth it to me, but I did want to make sure and mention that before ending this. So thank you all so much for watching this. I hope you're all doing well out there and having a great day. I hope you'll want to come back for the next one, but if not, that's cool. I totally understand. I hope you're staying safe out there and I hope you're staying healthy. So until the next one, everybody, take care.